over some more facts. So let's get right into it. Number 1 says, if you search who's the cutest using Google's I'm feeling lucky, it will say you are. So you are the cutest. So if you ever need self-motivation or, something along those lines, go to Google, say you're feeling lucky, and ask Google who the cutest is. Molecular biologist James Watson auctioned his Nobel Prize due to financial hardship. It sold for $4.1 million and was promptly returned. Whoever did that is an amazing person. To be able to auction it, and pay $4.1 million. They must have a pretty good amount of money. And I'm pretty sure for James Watson to ask for money just directly was embarrassing. So I'm glad that they were able to give it back to him, since being a great biologist, he deserved it. Next one says, giraffes are the only animal in the world who do not yawn. When I first read that, I actually yawned myself. Band-aids emit a blue flash of light when pulled apart, visible to the human eye when you do it in the dark. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, someone let me know. I wonder why that is, but like I said in the previous video, I will make a future video kind of going more in depth and researching into all those little things. In 1967, a Senate subcommittee theorized that by the year 1985, Americans would be working only 22 hours a week and could possibly retire by age 38. The next fact says, turning down the radio in your car to concentrate more may actually increase visual activity. It's your brain's way of prioritizing tasks. Turning down the radio in your car to concentrate more may actually increase visual acuity. It's your brain's way of prioritizing tasks. I always do that when I travel somewhere I don't know, or I'm stuck in like a dark area. I turn down the volume of my car. Helps me concentrate and see better. Even though my girlfriend doesn't believe in that, she actually blasts her music wherever she goes. The next one says, a software company buried $1,000 prize deep in its terms of service to see if anyone actually read them. After 5 months and over 3,000 sales, someone finally asked about the prize. The next one says, if you lick someone's elbow while they're not paying attention, they won't feel it. It's kind of a weird fact, but I wonder why. I guess you don't have that many nerves. That's weird. A Chicago man bought a car in his ex-girlfriend's name and after the breakup abandoned it. Illegally parked on O'Hare Airport, the car then accumulated over $100,000 on 678 parking tickets, which the city asked the ex-girlfriend to pay. That means that every ticket had to be over. How much was every ticket? Because if every ticket was $60, well, never mind, I'm not sure. Let me me see how much this would be. So if we do 100,000 divided by 678, each ticket was around almost $147 to $148. Next one says, after needing 13 liters of blood for surgery at the age of 13, a man named James Harrison pledged to donate blood once he turned 18. It was discovered that his blood contained a rare antigen which cured Rice's disease. He has donated blood a record 1,000 times and saved over 2 million lives. That is amazing. Donating blood saves so many people. I wish the US did that, what the UK does, and sends them a text whenever their blood is used. Next one says, a human brain cannot create faces. Therefore, when you dream, if you see someone you do not know, you have seen their face before, even if it was for a split second at a store. And I was thinking of this. I was thinking, if the brain cannot create faces, I wonder if when people make art like Mickey Mouse and stuff like that, their subconscious is using, I guess, kind of like parts from people they have seen before, stuff like that. Kind of getting inspiration from people they have seen before, even if it's like it's just for a split second. Next one says, if you're feeling lonely in Japan, you can rent a Japanese middle-aged man for $10 an hour. I heard about this. There's a whole business for it, and it's kind of crazy. I think it's more than $10 from the guy that I read, but I mean, if there's a demand, it's a great business, to be honest. When building the Golden Gate Bridge, the lead construction engineer insisted on the installation of a safety net even though its $130,000 cost was deemed exorbitant. Over the 4 years of its construction, the net saved 19 men who named themselves the Halfway to Hell Club. Next one says, when an elderly hiker was pounced on by a mountain lion that began to tear at his arm, a nearby bear rushed over and attacked the lion, driving it away and saving its life. That's totally opposite of another fact that I had read before that said that there was a man who got mauled by like 3 bears in his lifetime while jogging in, like, I think it was different areas. And for the last fact, it says, we can eat an entire bag of chips without knowing. It's because chips have a vanishing caloric density that is designed to trick our tongues/brain into thinking we haven't actually eaten anything. And I think about that because, I mean, with the fact that the fact earlier, or in the previous video that I read about the hot Cheetos, I mean, I can eat that all day and not feel full. But that's a great fact. So when next time you're eating chips, remember to cut down on it or measure your chips, and don't get too greedy, because you're never gonna fully satisfy yourself with them. With that being said, though, that is the end of this video. You guys have a wonderful night. Sleep well, and I'll see you next time. Good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.